received a public
Let
officer.
me land. Let me land. Let me. It's in court. Now we cannot all give the prejudgment of the court case, isn't it? Now I'm asking you, comparing a whole attorney general, comparing the Adamu Sakandi's case to that of James Kwesi's case. I'm asking you, was Mr. Adamu Sakandi was in parliament, a member of parliament, he was bearing 3 different passports, bearing 3 different names, bearing 3 different, passport numbers, just like Reverend Kusi. That is very, very obvious of NPP. Maybe my brother also has seven. I'm coming.
Let's not make it. It's an offense to have 2 or more passports.
It's
only
not
an offense when you want to occupy a public office.
I'm coming.
No,
it is an offense. I'm coming. It is an offense when you use 1 passport as a public to hold a public office.
He doesn't hold any public office.
I'm coming.
If you want to mention,
he's the chairman. Is he not the chairman of the famous pit?
But that's not.
Is he not the chairman of the famous, the secretary of the famous pit? I'm coming.
Office.
When you hold a passport, and you are giving a benefit to that passport, and you hold another passport, and you are using that benefit let me say you are using that benefit to enjoy those benefits using another passport, it's a crime. And that's the reason why Reverend Kusibuaiti is in court today. So probably my brother is also bearing allegiance to Togo, Burkina Faso, and whatever. You can never compare Adamu Sakandi's case.
Can we correct something here?
What can we correct?
Reverend Kusi is not in court for holding 2 passports. That is not the reason.
No. He's in court. He has different names. He's bearing different names.
Yes, that is the reason. He's
not bearing different names.
But
I'm just giving an example that he also bears
those
with different names. Adamu Sakandi's case, he bears different date of birth. Reverend Kusibuafu's passport with different date of birth, even different mother. Different mother's name. Let's not go into that case. But you can never, my point is, you can never compare the Adamu Sakandi's case to Mr. Kwesi's case. It is uncomparable. Whilst we have a whole attorney general who is supposed to work for the average Ghanaian, who is supposed to work for me and you, is now working for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president and the NPP.
Okay.
I told you.
All right.
13th April.
Thank you.
The attorney general came out to say that Charles Kwesi should face the same fate as Adamu Sakandi. What's the comparison with
the man in question will be sworn in today as a member of parliament. The first time, it's not part of history. But now he will be in parliamentary records as a member of parliament from today.
I am saddened by the comments made by my friend here. I don't demand an apology from him. That's fine. That is his position and the position of his party. Yes, it's a constitutional requirement or provision that Jesse Question should be sworn in after obtaining a landslide victory in the by-election. He's coming to represent the people of Asin. After the election, my new patriotic party wish him well. We congratulated him. We commend him to do a good job in the interest of Ghana and the interest of Asen.
In that spirit of helping him do a good job, why don't you cut off with...
We didn't send the matter to court. It was an individual who sent it to court. You understand? And once it was ruled against him to have a by-election at Asen North, it means that the case that preempted the Asen North by-election is still in existence, and that case will continue. So until the court find it that Jachi Question was not guilty, even at the time he was filing to contest on the ticket of NDC, if the court ruled in his favor, so be it. But for me, once the matter is still at court, I pray Ghanaians to listen to the court, for the court to exercise its legal discretion. Until that, I cannot say a lot to it. But you see, Thomas should know. Thomas should know very well that the Attorney General is a lawyer in this case. The Attorney General is a lawyer in this case.
That makes it worse.
Please. And a lawyer to a case has the interest. What are the interests? I have already stated. One, to find the accused person guilty.
Okay.
Two, to prosecute the accused person. And three, to convict the accused person. Right. And that exactly is the position of the Attorney General. The Attorney General, if the Attorney General were an individual or representing the case on behalf of Jechi Kwesi, he would have pled to court to discontinue or, in a way, dismiss the petition against Jechi Kwesi. Okay. Secondly, he said that considering the position of the president as a lawyer, the president as a lawyer, and Domahene, who is a high court judge, whose statement is most prejudicial. A lawyer, you cannot take a lawyer
the president
to the same scale as a judge.
The president.
You cannot take a lawyer to the same scale as a judge.
Okay.
The judge is higher than a lawyer.
The president.
A lawyer only goes to court for court to interpret a case to him or interpret the law to him.
All right, Bello, thank you.
So you cannot say that.
Thank you, Bello. Thank you so much.
This is neither here nor there.
Leonardo doesn't understand the law. You have proof.
All right, Bello,
you have proof.
Bello, you are off now. Bello. Okay. Okay. So let me say a very happy birthday. Gentlemen, you are off air. You are off air. You are only distracting me, Bello and Thomas. Yes, thank you. Happy birthday to Joseph Ejay Boache, the business development manager of Souvenirs and More Company Limited. He is an Odadia 86 year group member, aka Jalado. So Joseph Ejay Boache, business development manager of Souvenirs and More Company Limited. Happy birthday, Odadia 86 year group. And also to some really great doctors who are doing good job and some health professionals who are doing great job. Young Dr. Kenneth Atobra of the Holy Trinity Hospital. A very good morning to you for the great work you've been doing there. My colleague here, Nana Kwekujan, was at the hospital over the weekend, and the treatment you gave him, Dr. Kenneth Atobra and Dr. Azuma as well. You're doing great job there. And also to Gladys Anima, a nurse at Holy Trinity Hospital. You guys are doing a fantastic job there. Good morning. Thanks to Thomas Ayi, a member of the NEC Communications Bureau, and also Iddrisu Mohammed Bello, also a member of the NPP Communications team, and also the constituency organizer of the Kintampo constituency. They've been my guests on the media review. Up next, we have a conversation on key issues, and Biadela Precious will be taking charge of that one. She's getting into a conversation of directors, Institute of Directors. They're here to talk about how Ghana problems with leadership crisis and how the institute is also helping fix, all of these things and more right here. No, on it. My name is Dennis. Dennis Asejevi. It's always a pleasure serving you. Stay with us. This is Breakfast Live. We are back after this.